I know what it is. ATK, NBA, K trade shit. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Hello.
This shit family, nigga. Stop. This shit family. Hold on.
What about Yungeen Ace?
Yo, it's crazy. Fuck no, nigga. Shit, no.
Yungeen Ace just got caught trying to play slick with the slime crew. And when his whole move got exposed, he tried calling up 4K Trey members, begging to smooth things over while still fronting that loyalty and brotherhood image. What Ace had going on behind the scenes was wild, a setup that could have gone down as one of the coldest betrayals hip-hop's ever seen. The truth behind how this all came to light is way darker than anyone thought. This story runs deep, and the layers of drama in it got the whole internet losing it. This ain't your average rap beef or label politics. This is a story about trust, betrayal, and a dude who might have been plotting moves way smarter than people gave him credit for. Before we dive deeper into this madness, let's keep it real. Social media's been on fire ever since those clips of Yungeen Ace and NBA Youngboy popped up. Fans been spotting Ace on FaceTime with 4K Trey members, laughing and chilling like they've been tight for years. But we gotta set things straight. It's time to break down what's real and what's straight up cap. We gotta separate the real from the fake, because what's really happening behind the scenes is way more calculated than it looks. That 1 year flipped everything for Yungeen Ace. This Jacksonville rapper was on the rise, turning heads with his raw stories and street-level truth. No filters, no sugarcoating. But that night when Ace got hit and lost 3 close friends, including his own brother, his whole world changed in seconds. And guess who was the first to check in on him? Not somebody from his city, it was NBA Youngboy. Yeah, you heard that right. Youngboy was the very first rapper to reach out after that heartbreaking night, showing love when Ace needed it the most. But don't twist it. This wasn't just some polite, hope you're good kind of call. This felt like real brotherhood being born out of pain. Youngboy didn't just drop a message online like most, he actually picked up that phone himself. But here's where things get spicy. That bond that everyone thought was solid might have been part of a bigger play from the very start. After that phone call, Ace and Youngboy built what looked like a genuine friendship. Not just music buddies, but 2 dudes really moving like family. Ace used to slide out to Atlanta just to chill with Youngboy. No promo, no cameras, just real vibes. They'd hit the club together, shoot hoops, and even celebrate birthdays. Word is, Youngboy pulled up to Ace's birthday when nobody else showed, proving their bond looked solid at the time. In his interview with DJ Akademiks, Ace opened up about how their friendship really started. He said, "When I first met him, he came in like, 'What's up, Ace?' We had a show. I had a shirt with his homie. He came in like, 'What's up, Ace?' And we just clicked. That's when it all began." From there, Ace explained how they talked on the phone every single day, chopping it up about goals, dreams, and the future. It was that brotherhood energy that seemed unbreakable. But hold up, because this story's about to twist hard. While Ace was locking in with Youngboy, he was also getting close with another Louisiana rapper, JayDaYoungan. And at that point, there wasn't any beef between Jay and Youngboy. They were both repping Louisiana, both hot in the streets, both focused on winning. Ace was like the middleman, the one connecting both sides, and nobody thought there was anything wrong with that until everything started to shift. Here's the real twist. Ace and Jay weren't just cool, they were brother close. They talked every single day, cooked up tracks together, and built a bond that went way past the music. It wasn't some surface-level rappling. This was loyalty built on struggle, trust, and shared pain. In hip-hop, especially when you come up from the streets, your circle means everything. When you let somebody in, it's not just friendship, it's family for real. And that's exactly what Ace and Jay had going on. But this story ain't just about loyalty or brotherhood, it's about how one small situation can spark a whole chain reaction that flips everything upside down. And that all started with one leaked verse and a troll who decided to stir the pot. Here's how it went down. JayDaYoungan got sent a leaked NBA Youngboy verse from someone pretending to be part of Youngboy's team. Thinking it was real, Jay got hyped about the collab, believing he just scored a big win for Louisiana. He started telling folks he had a track with NBA Youngboy dropping soon and even teased it online, gassing up his fans about this powerhouse link-up. Nobody knew that this innocent move was about to light up real drama. Now here's where everything really exploded. When NBA Youngboy found out about that supposed collab, he didn't see it as some mix-up. He saw it as straight disrespect. He felt like JayDaYoungan was trying to use his name for attention, and if there's one thing Youngboy don't tolerate, it's somebody clout chasing off his brand. So what did he do? He jumped on Twitter and started firing shots. He made it crystal clear: no song, no partnership, and definitely no love between him and Jay. The internet went wild. Fans couldn't believe how fast things turned ugly. Youngboy was sending out real energy, basically telling Jay to stop playing with his name, and Jay, being who he was, refused to back down. He came with the same energy, and before anyone could blink, a small misunderstanding turned into a full-on beef that split the streets. But then, Jay did something that crossed every line possible, a move you just don't bounce back from. He ended up getting with one of NBA Youngboy's baby mothers, K. Marie, and then bragged about it publicly. Yeah, he really posted about it, turning a private situation into a public mess. In the street world, that's one of the biggest violations ever. You don't touch another man's baby mother, and you definitely don't brag about it online. Jay went on his Instagram story and wrote, "Yeah, I Jania 23 and 4K Trey, it's 23. He even added in small text, "You faking now, I just beat that up last night." That's wild disrespect right there. For people who know the culture, this wasn't just about a woman. This was about power, pride, and showing that Jay wasn't scared of Youngboy or the empire behind him. Man, the tweets that came after that were straight chaos. BBG Baby Joe, one of Youngboy's right-hand guys, jumped online and called Jay a clown. Jay fired right back, telling him to get his bomb ass on, not holding anything back. Then NBA KD decided to throw gas on the fire, tweeting about how Jay always wants to talk tough when his brother gets locked up, calling out 23 as a lil boy, and even name-dropping others in the mix. It was madness. The whole 4K Trey camp was coming for Jay's neck, and from that moment, the beef was officially stamped in blood and disrespect. Now here's where Yungeen Ace gets caught in the middle of this storm. Remember, Ace was tight with both Youngboy and JayDaYoungan, but once Jay and Youngboy started going at it, Jay expected Ace to pick a side. His side. In street logic, that's how it goes. When your homie got beef, you automatically got beef too. But Ace was stuck in a crazy position, because Youngboy was the one who had shown him real love during one of the darkest times of his life. In that same DJ Akademiks interview, Ace opened up about what really went down before Jay passed. When Akademiks asked, "What was you and Jay in turmoil about before he died?" Ace hesitated, saying, "I really don't want to say this, but I know that Youngboy kind of took a toll on us. He ain't want me to get in it. You know you got a brother. It's like, damn, you my brother. But you ain't got my back though." "Really? Both of y'all are my brothers though." Ace went on to admit it was all ego on both sides. "It was just some bull we could have talked about," he said. "Both had some little arrogance going on. He waiting on me to call him. I'm waiting on him to call me. I ain't calling. He going to call and he on the same type of time." It was pride, timing, and silence that built a wall between two real ones. That's real pain right there. Ace got stuck between two brothers, and his loyalty to Youngboy ended up costing him his bond with Jay. They stopped talking, stopped linking up, and nobody even realized because they kept it quiet. No online drama, no public fallout, just silence. Ace even said he was still cool with all of Jay's homeboys, and Jay was still tight with Ace's crew. But between the two of them, total radio silence. The sad part, they never got the chance to make peace. Jay was killed before they could fix things, and that guilt hit Ace hard. At Jay's funeral, Ace said he couldn't even bring himself to look at the casket because he didn't want that to be the last image of his brother burned into his mind. That's deep. It showed how much love was still there, even through all the pride, pain, and beef. But here's where things get even messier. While Ace was dealing with losing Jay and living with that regret, he was also getting close with one of Youngboy's biggest rivals, King Von. And you already know, Von and Youngboy had serious tension brewing for a while. That whole Chicago versus Louisiana drama had the streets divided and social media going crazy. So when fans started seeing Ace hanging around Von while still trying to stay cool with Youngboy, people began calling him out for playing both sides. They felt like Ace was trying to keep peace with Youngboy while two of his closest homies, Jay and Von, were both at war with that same man. For those who don't get how deep this runs, here's the breakdown. In street rap, your connections speak louder than your lyrics. Who you hang with, who you collab with, who you post next to, all of that sends a message. And when you're standing between two camps that can't stand each other, you're walking a tightrope that could snap at any moment. In this game, one wrong move or one careless word can end everything. And that's exactly the type of pressure Yungeen Ace was under. He was trying to keep things solid on both sides, staying cool with Youngboy's camp while still holding love for the people tied to Jay and Von. Some folks looked at that and said Ace was just being smart, staying out of beef that didn't really belong to him. But others, they saw it as straight up disloyal, like he was trying to ride both waves for his own gain. Now, with everything that's surfaced, fans are starting to question Ace's real intentions. The real gossip got people whispering. Maybe Ace had a deeper plan behind all these moves. Because let's be honest, his music hasn't been shaking the game like it once did. His last project was good, no denying that. But the numbers don't lie. The streams were lighter, the views dipped, and the buzz that used to follow his name started fading. And in this industry, where staying relevant is life or death, Ace might have been feeling that pressure to make something happen. So what's the best way to heat your name back up? You link with one of the most talked about rappers in the game, NBA Youngboy. But this is where things start to look real suspect. After Jay passed away and then King Von's tragic death, Ace started sliding closer toward Youngboy and his 4K Trey circle. And not just in a casual, we're cool way. He was actively reaching out, trying to build stronger ties, talking to Youngboy's team, and putting himself in position like he wanted to be part of that inner circle. Then came the clip that broke the internet, the viral video showing Ace on FaceTime with NBA Ben 10, one of Youngboy's closest people.
I know what it is, ATK, NBA, K trade shit. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Hello.
This shit filming, nigga. Stop it. This shit filming. Hold on.
What about Yungeen Ace?
Yo, it's crazy. Fuck no, nigga. Shit no.
That moment had everyone asking the same question. What's really going on behind the scenes? In that viral clip, they're laughing, cracking jokes, and talking like they've been tight for years. Ben 10 tells Ace to send him some new music, and Ace looks a little thrown off, nervous even, like he didn't expect to get called out like that on camera. The whole exchange felt awkward, almost like Ace was trying too hard to show he was part of the crew, trying to prove he belonged in that convo. Now, from the outside looking in, the picture gets real sketchy. You've got Yungeen Ace, a rapper who used to be cool with two of NBA Youngboy's biggest rivals, JayDaYoungan and King, both of whom are no longer here. Then you've got that same rapper whose career hasn't been shining like it once did, suddenly making all these moves to get close to Youngboy's camp. He's calling members, hopping on FaceTime, and acting like it's all peace and brotherhood. But the timing got people talking loud. The streets are buzzing, saying this whole thing looks like a backdoor play. And honestly, it's not hard to see why. For those who don't know, a backdoor move is when somebody pretends to be cool with you just to get close. But deep down, they've got another agenda. It's a cold, sneaky type of betrayal, smiling in your face while plotting behind your back. And in the streets, that's one of the lowest things you can do. You can beef, you can fall out. But a backdoor, that's something you never come back from. All right, let's really break down the theory that's got the internet spinning right now. What if Yungeen Ace ain't getting close to Youngboy out of genuine love? What if it's all strategy? Imagine this. Ace links up with Youngboy, builds trust, drops a few songs together, gets his name back buzzing, and then, when the moment's perfect, flips the whole script. Sounds crazy, right? But a lot of people think that might be the real play behind all this. What if this ain't about friendship at all? What if it's about revenge for Jay and Von? It sounds wild, but once you look at the details, it starts making a little too much sense. Ace was tight with both JayDaYoungan and King, two dudes who had deep issues with Youngboy's side. Ace has publicly said he regrets how things ended with Jay, that he wishes they could have sat down and made peace before everything went left. That kind of guilt doesn't just fade. It sits heavy, it eats at you, and sometimes it pushes you to try and make things right your own way. And in the streets, making it right don't always mean peace. Sometimes it means payback. Jay's gone, Von's gone, and Ace was cool with both of them. The thing is, Von and Youngboy's tension wasn't some small argument. That was real smoke, the kind that doesn't just disappear when somebody dies. And for the people who truly loved Von, who still ride for him, that energy didn't die either. It's still in the air, waiting for something to spark it again. And if Ace was really as close to Von as people claim, then yeah, he's carrying that same energy too. But here's the wild part that makes this whole theory sound way too believable: the timing. Ace didn't start trying to get close to Youngboy until after both Jay and Von were gone. When they were still alive, Ace was chilling, staying neutral, being cool with everybody, never going too deep with one side. But once Jay and Von were out of the picture, suddenly Ace started sliding in tighter with Youngboy's circle. And now, with nobody left to question his loyalty or call him out for playing both sides, Ace looks like he's finally making his move. But hold up, we can't forget about the whole Ksoo situation. When Ksoo's dad came out saying Ace never paid for Ksoo's lawyer like he claimed, it had everyone side-eyeing Ace. Ace tried to clear the air by dropping paperwork and saying he almost went broke covering the legal fees. But by that point, the damage was done. People started questioning if Ace was really about loyalty or if he was more focused on keeping his image clean. That whole drama made one thing clear. Ace knows how to shape a story to make himself look solid even when things behind the scenes might tell a different story. So if he's willing to control the narrative with someone like Ksoo, what's stopping him from doing the same thing with Youngboy? Now this is where things get serious, because the receipts, the timing, and the connections are starting to line up in a way that's got the whole internet watching close. Everyone's wondering if Ace's loyalty is real, or just another performance to keep his name buzzing. That FaceTime call with Ben 10 wasn't just two friends chopping it up, it felt off. If you really pay attention to the clip, you can see Ace looking uneasy, fumbling his words like he got caught in something he wasn't fully prepared for. Ben 10 tells him, "You got the phone, man. I don't know what you need, bro. Radio, you put the radio down and then rock out." And Ace, sounding unsure, responds, "No song, bro." Then Ben 10 fires back, "You supposed to send me a song, bro. Send me the song right now."
Man, I'm ready. Look, twin.
Hey, you know we the originals. What's up? What the city about?
Ace starts looking flustered, stuttering a little before saying, "Oh, you want me to send you something? I can send it." That whole moment felt strange, like Ace wasn't expecting the pressure. If they were really tight like that kind of awkward energy wouldn't even exist. So it got people thinking, why did Ace seem so nervous? Why did it look like he didn't even know what Ben 10 was talking about? To the streets, it looked like Ace was trying hard to build a connection, trying to slide in and prove he was loyal. But Ben 10's vibe felt different, like he was testing Ace, seeing if he was really solid or just pretending. And that's where things get deeper, because when someone's trying to play a backdoor move, they gotta be patient, real patient. You can't come in acting shady or too eager. You gotta move smooth, build trust, and make people think you're genuine. That's how the game works. You earn confidence first, make them drop their guard, and only then do you make your move. And if that's what's really going on here, then Ace might be playing one of the longest, most dangerous games in hip-hop right now. That's exactly what this whole thing looks like. And the fans aren't blind to it either. The comment section under that viral video is going crazy, packed with people calling Ace out for moving foul. Folks are saying he's being disloyal to JayDaYoungan's memory, calling him a snake for chilling with the same people Jay was beefing with. One comment even said, "I just know JayDaYoungan is looking down, shaking his head at his so-called main man, kicking it with his top ops." That's a heavy statement. Another person wrote, "All that D-riding ain't gonna change Youngboy mind, cause Buddy was on a call kicking it with 4K Trey crash dummies." That right there shows how bad the optics really are. Even if Ace's heart is in the right place, even if he truly just wants to squash beef and keep peace in the industry, it still looks suspicious. And in the streets, how it looks matters more than the truth. In this world, perception is reality. If people think you're moving funny, then you're moving funny. Plain and simple. Once the streets start doubting your loyalty, that trust is hard to win back. At the end of the day, Yungeen Ace's situation runs way deeper than rap beef, loyalty, or industry politics. It's about what happens when guilt, fame, and desperation mix together. It's about how trying to play both sides can turn into a game with no winners, where every move is questioned, every friendship looks fake, and one wrong decision could cost everything. Ace lost two of his closest friends, Jay and Vaughn, and both of them had real beef with the same person. That's not just a coincidence. That's a straight-up pattern that can't be ignored. And now, seeing Ace trying to get close to that very same person, trying to build a bond with someone his fallen brothers once saw as an enemy, it hits different. Whether he's doing it out of a genuine desire for peace, a push to revive his career, or something way darker brewing beneath the surface. Nobody really knows for sure, but one thing's crystal clear. It looks bad, it feels wrong, and the streets are definitely watching. To those who understand the culture, this situation is way bigger than just Ace and Youngboy. This is about the code, about loyalty, respect, and how your choices define who you really are. When you're in a world built on alliances and pride, you can't play both sides forever. You can't be everybody's friend when everybody's at war. At some point, you have to pick a side. And when you do, you've got to stand on it, no matter what comes with it. Right now, the streets are talking heavy, and what they're saying ain't good for Yungeen Ace. His loyalty's being questioned, his motives are being picked apart, and his image is hanging in the balance. Whether he finds a way to flip that narrative or this marks the slow downfall of his career and reputation, only time's gonna reveal the truth. But one thing's for sure, the culture don't forget and the culture don't forgive. In this game, betrayal leaves a mark that never fades. So what do you think about Yungeen Ace's situation? Is he really plotting a backdoor move on Youngboy? Or is this all just one big misunderstanding that social media blew way out of proportion? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this story got everyone picking sides. Some people think Ace is just trying to find peace and keep his name alive in a cutthroat industry, while others believe he's playing a dangerous game that could cost him everything. Either way, the streets are watching, the fans are talking, and this situation is far from over. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and comment your take. We want to hear what you think. And don't forget to check out the other videos on screen for more hip-hop chaos, street politics, and shocking stories shaking up the game. Stay safe out there, keep your circle tight, and remember, in this world, your word and your loyalty are all you've got. Lose that, and you lose everything.